So now that we've looked at 3 different numeric problems and found out that in fact we couldn't figure out the answer to 5, 6, 7, or 8 here because again they're not parallel, we can turn our attention to 2 more problems at the end that have to do with algebra. We can do algebraic problems with transversals. This is just like segment angle addition that we were doing a week ago, and you need to determine the relationship between the 2 angles you're given. So let's take a look at the first one here. We've got this angle we're given, 10x minus 35, and this angle that we're given, 7x plus 10. First, let's think about what kind of relationship is that? Is it interior, exterior? What's going on? Well, if we look back at our notes, okay, we can see that those are corresponding angles, right? They're both in the kind of bottom right of each of those intersections, the corresponding. And we learned that corresponding angles equal each other. They're always congruent as long as the lines are parallel. And those are parallel lines. See? So, since they're congruent, we can set up an equation like this. 10x minus 35 equals 7x plus 10. You can pause the video here and try and work out the algebra for yourself. Alright, let's see the answer. Okay, what can we do here? We can subtract 7x from both sides, okay, to get 3x minus 35 equals 10. We can add 35 to both sides, okay, to get 3x equals 45. And we can divide both sides by 3 to get x equals 15. Okay, x equals 15. Now let me go back and plug in to find what the angles are. Let's see, 7 times 15 plus 10 is going to be 115. And so it happens that this will also be 115, which makes sense. There are corresponding angles, and they should be congruent. Just my answer. That angle is a 115-degree angle. We can also use these 2 angles for number 2. Okay, these 2 angles, remember, are, let's check back. Okay, those are a linear pair, and a linear pair looks like those are supplementary. So go ahead, pause the video, and see if you can do the second one by yourself. All right, let's take a look at how it should look. They're supplementary, so that means that 4x plus 25 plus 3x plus 15 should all sum up to 180 degrees, a nice straight angle. So we can combine like terms and get 7x plus 40 equals 180. We can subtract 40 from both sides and get, scroll down, 7x equals 140. We can divide both sides by 7 to get x equals 20. Okay, so the variable x equals 20. And when I plug it back in to these 2 expressions, I get that this one right here is 70 degrees. I get the other one is 105 degrees. Oh, I'm sorry, 75 degrees. Which works out because 105 plus 75 makes that nice 180-degree straight angle. So, I hope that you've learned a little bit about transversals. Next class, we'll review how to work with the vocabulary, how to do numeric problems, how to do algebraic problems, and maybe something a little extra. All right, make sure you review by rewinding to see any parts that you missed, and I will see you next class.